Nothing is really supposed to work out for anyone. It's not really supposed to. That's the thing, I think. Like me sitting here talking on camera, making a video, talking about anything. It's almost like it's not really supposed to work out. Like, is it really supposed to? Probably not. Is there a chance it's supposed to? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on who you are. But with me, it seems like I don't know. I think there's like some people they have something about them like you either like it or you hate it. But I really don't want to be that guy, who's like, half of the people that see me probably 90% actually probably hate. Nah, I kind of think that probably like a large percentage of people out there don't really hate that much or probably aren't that crazy. I like to think that at least. Like the amount of people on medications is pretty small. Like mental health medications and stuff. Well, I don't even know, man. I was talking with someone about this. Like there's different percentages of people on the different stuff, but as far as like, you know, people in general, they like not everyone's on like antipsychotics. Probably a lot of people on antidepressants, but probably most people aren't, you know. I'm just gonna look it up. Percent of people on antidepressants. 11% of Americans aged 12 years and over take antidepressant and okay. So that's like 11%. All right. That's actually a lot of people, but still, I mean, that's actually not that many people. And so, like, for me, especially, I think I'm like, man, like, how many people could I even appeal to? You know, the whole human race, like, how many people could even potentially, like, be exposed to me and know who I am and enjoy something that I do or appreciate it? And just think about that for a second. It's pretty crazy to think that because it's like, well, probably like very low percentage. I would, but you never know. I mean, I'm just saying, like, even if it's a high percentage, like when you think about everybody, it's pretty crazy. So that's 11% of the U.S. But still, that's 90% of people, not 89% of people that there's probably like another 10% that have some sort of mental problem or like some kind of behavior problem or some kind of narcissist like crazy delusional world. That's the kind of the way I see a lot of people is they're just like crazy or they're just so oblivious to things or like there's some people that actually do know a lot of things but they just don't really care to like do anything outside of their normal life. They're just like, I'm just gonna do this and I guess I just don't understand it. But it's like a person that becomes a doctor or a nurse or something, or some of those more extreme fields, be like an engineer or something else that's like just you has to be the right type of person to do it. Like someone who's like, I'm a scientist, just has to be the right kind of person, you know. And so I just think about what I'm doing. I'm like, why am I even doing this? It's like, well, you're just that type of person, dude. You're just the type of person to make these little talk videos and stuff, and maybe you should just quit. But I don't know. I always kind of come back to it or whatever. It's pretty nice, but you put your time into one thing too much, and then it gets boring. It gets sour. You don't like it anymore. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But like I was saying before, I was kind of talking about this. Like when you push your skill level so far on something and you're willing to put in that work to push it that far and you're just dedicated because you have to be dedicated to usually like one thing. That's the thing. Because if you get distracted, and that's kind of my problem. I do a lot of different things, right? And I'm not really able to like maximize one thing, it seems like ever. Like I'm always like left in the dust. And that's questionable. That's debatable. I mean, it's kind of hard to get noticed online. Like, you could do something that's just phenomenal and maybe just it doesn't even get seen. That's the way I felt a lot of time, but I feel like it's kind of BS, at this point. I feel like, if you make something really good and it has the ability to appeal to a lot of people, then it probably will. Like this right here. I don't know if a lot of people would even care to watch this, or, my personality, the things I'm talking about, the way I'm talking. But yeah, it just seems like nothing ever really works out for me in my life. So it kind of gets to a point where it's like I don't care. Like, I'm just doing my thing, and I'm just like I'm chilling. I have my own unique life. It could be a lot different. Kind of wish I had a wife and kids. Because I'm just some single guy and living my own little venture over here. And I've dealt with a lot of different people, and right now I just been chilling. I just been like enjoying life just alone and just like living alone, being alone, or like as far as anyone knows, I have a lot of people. I live in a military no, I don't know. I live in a very big mansion with thousands of people there. I live with a lot of people. Yeah. No, I don't know. I guess I don't want people to know too much about me. You know what I mean? Like, I guess being online, you kind of spill your guts a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like I'm whispering right now, but um, yeah, I do feel like nothing ever works out. Nothing's supposed to work out. And depending on what you do, you have to take that one skill and push it to the extreme. But I think the entertainment industry is so hard. It's so hard, but it's like it's really easy if you think about it. It's like, well, just make some really good stuff and blow people away, man. What's so hard about that? Okay, okay, okay. Well, I'll sit here and I'll slave away day after day after day. I don't even know how to do that. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's part of the reason why nothing ever works out for me. Is like I just don't have the right. I don't know. Like I don't like to think of making music as a job. Isn't that kind of lame? But like the people that start to do that probably end up succeeding. If they really take it seriously. They're like, yeah, I got to take it there. You know, if I want to win, that's the thing though. You got to be like the champ, man. This is like, you know what I mean? This is like the guy who just walks out of the dirt storm, you know? Walks out, dust settles, and you're just like, that's the guy. That's your champion. It's just like, fuck, dude. Man. It sucks being another one. I'm just another one. Like I'm just another that's what happens to people, man. That's what sucks. Is you start to try to be something, you work hard at it, and it's just like there's always someone better. There's always, you know, something wrong, something doesn't work out. And am I complaining? I'm not complaining. It's just kind of an eye opener for me, and it's like, well, work harder, Seth. We'll work harder. And that's the funny thing. Working harder as an actor doesn't always work out. Like sometimes it just makes it worse. I think. I think if you really want it, like it's kind of weird because it's like I don't know, man. It's so crazy. It's like you could just burn yourself out, or you just get to a point where you're just like, there's so many different states of mind you can be in as an actor where it's like this isn't gonna work out for you. Because I've done a lot of different stuff, and I'm like, I'm trying to be in that good energy. I'm trying to be in that synergy. I'm trying to be in that like feel good state of mind, and it's just like, you know, and I pushed that skill pretty hard. But honestly, when I think about it, I mean, I was always a funny person, right? So I was just always making jokes, but I was never trying to be a professional, you know. And so it honestly, I've probably been trying to be a professional for like 4 years or something, 3 years, which isn't even that much time, really. I guess I just making your friends laugh is different than making, an audience laugh or something. It depends on what you're doing. Internet comedy is so different, but that's what I'm saying. Just taking that skill to the extreme, you know. And you got to do it day after day, year after year. And not everyone wants to do that, man. Like, most people don't want to do that. Like, honestly, dude, who wants to sit around all day looking at a mirror or recording yourself on camera, simulating a stand up comedy routine or, doing. Because you can sit here and act like there's people in front of you, and just, you know, you can do a test run. You know what I mean? You could just sit here and practice. No one even knows what you're doing. I think a lot of people do that actually. Like you see them come out of nowhere and they're all fucking popular. They make some crazy good videos and stuff. You're like, dude, that guy was probably like honestly, dude, how long were you doing this like in private, man? Like you didn't just like pop on camera, dude. I just don't think it's really possible to do that. Like, because I've seen a lot of I don't know. I think some people do, and then some people just probably like put in so much time that it's just their dream. That's what they wanted to do with their life. It's kind of a sad existence, honestly. How can you be that organized? That's what I'm wondering. And that's the whole thing with me is like you have to be like mentally sane to really be organized. But that's the thing. Some people want to see crazy people. So it's like when crazy people get like me, like I'm a crazy person who got organized, you know? So I don't know if that really works out, the whole idea I just threw down. When a crazy person gets organized. But I think it's kind of true. I need to talk about something else. Stop talking about entertainment. Stop talking about grinding on entertainment. That's all I want to talk about. Stop talking about it. No, it's cool. I'm out.